Hey Wildcats, Tabari Johnson here reporting for the Baker Orange, and today we're talking about Baker football. Now last season, Baker football ended their season with a record of 9-3, getting a three-way tie for conference championship with MNU and Benedictine. This year, they're off to a more unfortunate start. After some tough losses to William Penn, Peru State, and Grandview, the team started off their season this year 0-3. While no team wants to start off 0-3, the only question now is where do they go from here? To answer this question, I got a close-up look at the team during their games, practices, and even got to sit down with head coach Regalado. Let's take a look. So, Coach Regalado, obviously the start isn't probably as good as people wanted to be for the team, with losses to Peru State, William Penn, Grandview. The team started off 0-3. It's very unprecedented for Baker, but I just wanted to know what kind of, challenges have you seen that kind of resulted in these losses, and what positives have you seen that you want to see maintained throughout the season?
Tabari, I've been talking about this for probably 4 or 5 weeks now. Coach Paulie's kind of getting tired of me saying it. Coach Regalado, the team they're not young anymore. They're not rookies. They're old now. They've played 4 games, and my feeling is they're still young. And so, a stat that a lot of people don't know about our football team is we have 128 players on our team. 95 of those 128 coming into this season are freshmen or sophomores on the field. So we're playing with a really young football team in what I believe is the best conference in the country at our level. And what they're going through right now, what we are going through, is just growing pains. My quarterback coach just got done playing a year ago. My defensive back coach just got done playing a year ago. My running back coach just got done playing a year ago. My defensive line coach just got done playing a year ago. We're young everywhere. And in my opinion, we're still maybe 6 possessions away from being 3-1, having the number 1 team in the country on the ropes at our own place. So there's been a lot of improvement. I think this team is getting better every single week. People think I'm crazy when I keep saying this team's not done. They've got a lot of work to do still this year. Their season is not over. They control their own destiny. They're 1-0 in the South. They have an opportunity to go 2-0 on Saturday and then put themselves in a really big football game on Maple Leaf Festival against Mid-America.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys are coming off of a pretty impactful win against Missouri Valley. I think wins like that can be impactful in multiple ways. What were some things that you guys may have changed, whether it was in the film room or on the practice field, to get the season started in the right direction?
We've been talking for weeks now about just have a clean week. You probably remember me saying this a lot when you played is, listen, have a clean Monday. Everybody get to weights on time. Have a good meeting. Make corrections from the week before. Have a clean Tuesday. That means have a great start to your practice week. Have a clean Wednesday. Get to weights on time in the morning. Have a good Wednesday practice. Have a clean Thursday. And if you do those things, you're going to play well on Saturday. I thought last week at Missouri Valley was our cleanest week. It was not a perfect week. I told the team specifically, I said, I believe you're going to play well today. I said, but there's going to be some spots where we're like, oh my gosh, here we are again. Because that's kind of how your weeks are right now. You guys have strong days, then you have really bad days, and then you have days like, what the crap is going on here? And that's kind of how their play is right now. Coach Paulie and I agree we've had our cleanest week this week. I'll be surprised if we don't come out Saturday and play well. But to answer your question, we didn't change anything last week. I think we just continue to get cleaner. We continue to stop doing freshman things, dumb things. We did have 2 big personal fouls on defense last week. We got to get that corrected. One of them led to a 90-something yard drive right before half. You know as well as I do, the last 2 minutes of half are critical. They took the momentum into halftime. All of a sudden, instead of being up 31-10, we're up 24-17,
yes.
And we're in a ball game. So we're going to continue to clean it up, and I think we're going to have a clean Friday today, which will be our cleanest week, and hopefully it shows on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Going back to how those wins can kind of boost the team in multiple ways. Yes, it obviously impacts a team's record, but wins like that in situations how the team is in now can also impact the team's morale and confidence. What have you seen, in the team going into these next couple of weeks in terms of confidence and energy boost?
Yeah, you're right. Playing at Missouri Valley is not easy. You're talking about that's the second all-time winningest football program in AI history. So we knew we had our work cut out for us there. I thought our team showed up ready to play football. Yeah, we didn't start fast, but we continue to get stronger. You know, after the Grandview game, I feel like that was the most confident 0-3 football team I've ever been around. I think that they got through that game and they realized, like, hey, I'm not bullcrapping you. You guys are a good football team. You're just young. And if you continue to get better, you guys are going to be dangerous at the end of the year. And that's kind of what I've told them all year long, is you're a dangerously young, athletic team. And after Grandview, they felt like we had this team on the ropes. We couldn't close. And so I think that carried over into this game. And I'm hoping that this will carry into a complete performance. That's what we don't have on tape right now. You don't have that game where you can say, hey, this is what you guys look like when you play well on offense, defense, and special forces. I'm hoping that's what this game will bring us, and that will carry into a really big game against Mid-America.
Yes, sir. So it seems like a common denominator of the team is more or less just cleaning up the small things, getting rid of the freshman mistakes, and just making sure everybody's on the same page to go ahead and pull out some of these close wins.
100%.
Well, thank you, Coach. I appreciate your time.
Anytime, Tabari.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans, players, or anybody watching for the upcoming season?
You know what? You guys are probably as frustrated as I am, but I promise I don't ever, Tabari, you know this playing for me, I don't lie to my players. I'm very honest and upfront with them, and I'm honest and upfront with these guys. This is going to be a good football team before it's all said and done. They lost by really, in essence, a possession at Peru State. Could have won that football game in hostile territory in the very first game. We had about 5 shots that we didn't take on offense that would have blown out William Penn, who is now 4-0 and number 20 in the country. We had the number 1 team in the country on the ropes. We had Missouri Valley beating at their place. This is a good football team. Just stay patient, and I promise you it's going to get better.
Yes, sir. You guys play William Woods tomorrow, actually on October 4th for the homecoming game. So good luck to you guys, and I'll be there to watch.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Tabari.
Thank you.
Yep.
During their game against William Woods, the Wildcats put up 506 yards on offense, with 325 of those yards being in the air and 181 of those yards being on the ground. Quarterback Truman Julesgaard completed 17 out of his 19 passes, throwing for 277 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, Chauncey Andrews led the running back room with 53 yards total with 9 attempts. For the receivers, Adrian Seals led them with 154 yards on 6 catches and 3 touchdowns. The defense was led by defensive end Zach Schneider and defensive tackle Jalen Smith. Schneider recorded 2 sacks with 2.5 tackles for a loss, and Smith recorded 1 sack and 2 tackles for a loss. For the back 7, linebackers Zach Kramer and Joshua Herman recorded interceptions, along with DB Caden Donovan and Cameron Porter. Overall, Baker ended up beating William Woods 68-14 in a must-win game. Baker is now on a 2-game win streak ever since their 3rd loss of the season, and on October 18th, they play MNU at home during the Maple Leaf Festival weekend. Stay tuned to see how the Wildcats fare for the rest of the football season. This has been Tabari Johnson reporting for the Baker Orange.